Hello, Martin here again. Welcome to another edition of converting Larry the Landy into an Overland camper. Yesterday I spent all morning looking at the dashboard. I've got various bits and pieces for the dash here in a pile. I didn't take them apart, so I've got to work out how to put it all together again. So I spent the whole morning just working it out. The lower fascia bit, it was a real nightmare working out exactly the angle that you have to get it at to get it in. But once you know it, it's easy, but working it out is quite difficult. So today what I've been doing is looking at restoring the dashboard at a low cost. This is the steering wheel surround, and you can see that it's quite dirty, filthy, not in a good condition at all. So what I want to do is make these look like new again, and all the rest of the dashboard and everything around it was in a terrible state. So let's have a look and see how we got on. So basically I've used four things to restore the dashboards. First of all, gave it a really good wash with soapy water to get all the muck off, and particularly things like this inner tray were in a terrible filthy state. 35 years of muck, never cleared at all. Then I've used super glue, back to black polish, and this stuff, which is actually designed for repairing leather seats, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. So as I say, gave everything here a really good clean, and then put this back to black on it, and I'm really pleased with how it's come up. So all the black components, they've come up really nicely. The grey one, the lower fascia here, I'm going to have to get some dashboard paint, I think, for that, because you know, it's lighter in places, darker in others, but it needs a constant coat over it, and that make that look a lot better. So things like here, this part here, it was actually cracked from there to there, so super glue has got them back together again. There was also bits like here where it was completely hanging off, so I've super glued that back on. So that's got everything together and all one piece. Then using this leather seat restorer stuff, you squirt it out the tube. It's like a sort of like a silicone sealant really, and it fills gaps. So this particular corner piece here, that corner was in a terrible state. It needs some more filling, but basically what you do is squirt it out into the missing areas, and then just gently tapping it returns it to that sort of mottled vinyl state. And as I say, it still needs a little bit more, but I'm gradually building it up, letting it dry, and that area which it sort of sits, let's get the right way up, yeah, so it sits on the dash like that, and it's the passenger side, and that corner gets hit every time you get in and out with knees and things. So it's not surprising that over the years that area has got damaged, but I'm really pleased that that has been restored in such a way that it looks good. Again, here on this bit here, it was, you know, there was a great big gap there, as where it had split, but I've managed to fill it in, and there's again a little bit more filling to do, but it's really restoring it quite nicely. So I think, you know, I actually had this for another job last year, so everything, you know, I've virtually done for nothing. So really good job, I think. So now I'm in a position where I can start putting stuff back together again. So the first thing to go in is this lower tray, which fits over the vent, the air vent that goes to the windscreen. You have to make sure that you've got the wiring loom that's behind here into this trunk in here. I've pulled everything through that would go to the radio, or at least I pulled everything through, and I can always poke stuff back again later when I know exactly what I need for a radio. But that all fits in nicely like that. There are holes into the bulkhead where the screws go, so all I've got to do is put this piece into the bottom there and up to the top there to allow the air to come through. Where the demist pipe comes up, the rubber around the bottom here wasn't terribly good, so I've just put some aluminium tape around it to make a good airtight seal. I mean, you could use gaffer tape or anything, but I just happen to have this aluminium tape here. So that's the bottom tray now fitted in. So I said there was a knack for getting this lower fascia in, and what I found is you need to start with it almost upside down and then just gently ease the vent control underneath it until you can twist it round. Once you twist it round, then you've got it into place. Now I've got the top part of the dash to go on, so it just needs to sort of roll it over to trap these bits here. And then there are 3 big screws to go in the big holes at the top there to hold it in place. What I found is having a flexible extension makes life a lot easier. So I've just got to do the other 2, and then that's all trapped in there, and that's the top one. So that's everything installed now. Found that I've only got one of these air vent covers, so I'm going to have to get a pair of those. Not so happy with the corner here. It's only held in one place at the moment. The other screw holes have sort of rusted away, so I'm going to have to strengthen this so that it fits up tight and get rid of that gap there. And I hadn't really realised that this was going to be exposed there, so that needs to be cleaned up as well. But on the whole, not bad. I've just got to get the instrument binnacle fitted in now, and I think it's going to look a lot better up the front end here.